I forgot to turn the camera on today. I had a fantastic afternoon with a friend of mine, just get together and like talked all afternoon. Um, and my goal is to take photos when I'm with my friends. And I even said, hey, let's not forget a photo. And I forgot it. But anyway, I wanted to turn on the camera and bring up something that I had thought about at some point, because my brain's always going, at some point during the conversation, because it is brain injury awareness month. And we were talking, and I wasn't processing what she was saying. I mean, I heard the words, I understood the word, the definition of the word, but I couldn't picture the context, like what I thought she meant. And I kind of kept asking questions, and I wasn't able to hold on to what I just couldn't. And I knew that I wasn't understanding. And so finally I was just like, okay, I'm not understanding. Can I walk through, I had to step through it in my mind and kind of talk around what I thought. I couldn't picture it. And so I had to create words around in a structure until I got to what I thought she was saying so that I could picture it. Then we got through it. I was understanding her, but there was a time when I wouldn't kind of interrupt someone talking to let them know I wasn't understanding and that I needed to walk through it to get to understand. I was embarrassed. My brain just works a little differently now than it used to. And I'm more comfortable with saying that now. It was really hard for several years. And I still have days like today. She just kept using the same word over and over, and I just couldn't process it, right? I kept trying to put my definition of what I was thinking maybe she was saying, but I just wasn't getting it. And so, there are days like that still where words are hard, and processing words, getting words out of my mouth. Last week I was at an event, and I had asked someone a question because I had it from, they had given a talk, kind of like a speech a little bit, and I got the information, I had the words, but I couldn't wrap my mind around retaining the information, if that makes sense. And so I asked the gentleman afterwards, I said, could you explain that? And I restated what I thought he meant. I was wrong because I didn't understand it. I couldn't process it. So there's a difference between I guess understanding, I understand how a toothbrush works, right? I'm an electric one. I understand the concept of it. You got to charge it. You brush your teeth, right? All the things. You push the button. But there will be days where I'll understand toothbrush, and then I wouldn't have the concept. If you said to me electric toothbrush, I wouldn't be able to picture it and know, oh, it sits on a charger. You make sure that it's charged up. You push the button. You can brush your teeth with it. It runs for 2 minutes to make sure that you brush your teeth long enough. And then when it turns off, you set it back down on the charger so it'll be charged for the next time. I'd just be hearing electric toothbrush and I'd be thinking, I can't picture what that means. I know what toothbrush is. I know the word, but I wouldn't be able to. Long story, that still happens. Words don't come out right, or I'm trying to talk and it's just to me, it sounds like I'm stumbling over my words. And it's because I want to understand and process, and I'm trying to communicate what my brain is thinking. And then other times I hear people's words and I'm just like, I know the word. I maybe even understand intellectually what the word is, but I can't understand it in context with other words. Oh, I hope all this makes sense. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that that's still a thing, and I am almost 10 years out, which is sometimes it feels like just yesterday, you know? Sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday. And I've been doing the work, and you know, I'm so much better than I was 10 years ago, right? Well, 10 years ago, I was still in the thick of it, but almost 10 years, so 9. But I still struggle. I still have challenges. I still need adaptations to help me with things. So in the in my mission of helping to promote brain injury awareness, and you know, I still struggle. I'm really grateful that my friend had patience and that she was listening to me and helping me to get through it. I have other friends that have done that, and there's people that have no clue, you know, that I had a brain injury. I notice it when I listen back to my videos. When I'm editing, I can tell when my speech pattern is a little choppy and interrupted, because my brain is trying to process what I'm saying. That makes sense. Rambling. Long story short, people that maybe look like there's nothing wrong with them, and you'll never know they had a brain injury, or maybe you do and you're like, wow, you're totally fine. And for the most part, I am, but I still struggle. And today was one of those days where it was just a little more obvious to me, and I had a little more awareness, self-awareness, self-consciousness, but I didn't let it stop me. I just powered through it, and I'm proud of myself, because that's growth. But also, just a reminder, it's Brain Injury Awareness Month, and we all have a brain.